Women are starting to give other women and men advice, and some of their advice is pretty good.
If a girl cancels your first date without good reason, text her this. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. And that is all you need to say. The ball is in her court to let you know when she is free next if you want to give her another opportunity. If she cancels twice, text her this. Hey, I don't think it's meant to be. Take care. Then find someone who is not going to flake.
Hey, this is Raulh. Please act right. That's some of the best advice you can get. But fellas, you have to be aware. Some of these women won't be interested in you as long as you're showing them attention. But the minute you respond to her the way this young lady is telling you to, then all of a sudden, she'll be calling and texting you. It's not because she's really interested in you. It's because you're not paying her any attention. And as soon as you start paying her some attention, she'll treat you like a simp and go right back to treating you the way she did in the first place.
Okay, so I have another question for the ladies, right? As I usually do. My question is, when did the man that you choose as your child's father become different than the man that you choose to be your husband? Because I thought they were supposed to be one and the same. Because the way y'all moving in these streets, y'all are going out here having babies by the wrong guy.
And here's proof she's telling the truth.
So coincidentally, it was like this trend going around on Facebook for women to drop pictures of their deadbeat baby daddies. And so let's just go through a couple of them and see if any of them gave active father. Let's just play a game, okay? So what about this gave active daddy? Like, and a lot of these men have multiple baby mamas. I'm talking 3+. Okay. What about this gave longevity, long-term relationship, marriage, commitment, active dad? What about this photo? There's no way y'all looked at some of these pictures and some of these men and was like, yeah, he's gonna make a great father, for sure. There's no way. You will not lie to me. You will not lie to me. Absolutely not.
And then you realize what you want in a man. So now you're ready to settle down. And so the guy that you want to be committed to may want children, but you don't want to give him any more children because you done gave the wrong men children. Like, how does that work? How does a man who is willing to commit to you not worth giving a child to because of your decisions? But y'all got to make it make sense.
Message.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you are a black woman and you know you have a good black man at home, you need to do what it takes to keep that black man. Because let me tell you something, there are not a lot of available good black men out here that are still interested in dating black women. So let me just hit you with some facts. Naturally, there are just more women on this earth than men, okay? We are outnumbering them. So then there's a large percentage of those black men that are incarcerated. There's another percentage of those men that are just into men. It's just the world that we live in. There's another percentage of those men that are already taken and married, and a lot of them are not marrying the black women.
And men have been giving these statistics on social media for a good decade now, but women have just ignored us. But now that men are choosing women from other countries.
So when you do come across a black man that is single and good and actually willing to date a black woman, how do you ensure that he is actually desiring you and wants to commit to you? Okay, here's another fact. The number of black men who are marrying outside of their race has drastically increased, which simply just means they are not picking us. And that is a big concern for me. So you got to ask yourself, what is it about you that makes us less desirable?
To the passport bros, the boys, the podcast predators, the problematic men on this here internet.
See, you're problematic if you're a man telling a woman that she's a problem.
Why don't y'all just shut the fuck up?
That's exactly what I wanted to tell you, Aunt Bernice.
That is what we have to figure out, because the men do desire to be in a relationship. They're getting married and they're outnumbering us in marriages. They're just not picking us. So it's time to really figure out, how can I be different? What do I need to switch up to really get what I truly desire from this black man?
Unfortunately, for a lot of black women, or should I say women in Western society, it's too late. Not saying that you can't improve on yourself, but because most men are not going to believe that you made a positive change. And even if you do, the laws are against the men in this country. So most men, they're not going to marry you if that's what you're looking for. That's why the statistics are showing that by the year 2030, most women will be childless and single here in this country. Nice try though, Sister Soldier.
We were put on this earth to serve a man, to help and support men. It's in your genetic makeup. You cannot change it. If you try to change it, you're fighting against God, which in my opinion will always lead to a level of psychosis.
Man, I can hear the modern women out there going in on her now. I bet you a bunch of them brains exploded when they heard her say that.
Some men don't have to put up with your shit because guess what? They have options. They got men that will put up with anything, jump hoops, cater to your crazy ass because you know what? They can't get nobody else. They just happy to get and they will settle for your ass. But guess who y'all want? The man with the options. Then y'all try to hold them down, get pregnant and shit and be left with them damn babies. And then mad at all men because of the one you chose, thinking you more than what you really are. They got a million other women who think they're more than what they are. And if he got options, he can get them all. Don't get mad. Then they want to adapt to knowing their worth. Girl, please. You mean to tell me it took you 3 baby daddies to muster up some worth?
Oh boy, she nailed it.
Y'all city girls really be geeked to brag about taking advantage of a man, and I can't relate. Like, y'all actually think it's a flex to be a user with no morals. And I can't tell you how many times I see a bitch screaming team no kids as she the same whole 3-4 abortions deep, also bragging about exchanging money for sex from married men. Or men who have children. Like, never once in my soul have I thought it was a flex to use another human being for anything. Contrary to their gender or the dirt they do in the streets, I damn sure ain't bragging about a married man or using a man for sex or money. I'm not letting somebody I don't love have access to a body I do love over a material possession I could get on my own if I took time away from that ancient mother and put it into checking a bag. Make it make sense, because where I'm from, a flex is having something can't nobody take from you. Can't nobody stake no claim in helping you make. A love to call your own. A family you put on for. A career or life that you are proud of. But when y'all hop online saying shit like, oh, men ain't shit, you just letting the world know you ain't ever been in close proximity to a real one.
There it is.
I got too many men I love to ever say or stand on some shit like that. If they ain't real, I ain't rocking with them. It's that simple. I'm not giving somebody access to my body or time for a Birkin bag or a trip. Look, you think that's a reflection of you hating men, but you letting us know how much you hate yourself. Hurt people, and you becoming the people that hurt you. You do not join a motherfucker you can't beat. You stop playing a rigged game, and that's for y'all fuck. Y'all keep thinking it's a fucking game, but in the end, you play yourself. That's what really be happening.
Exactly. When a woman is giving a man her body for money, it's the same as being a lady of the night, if you know what I mean. And it doesn't matter whether she's doing it for money or if she's doing it for material gain. It's still the equivalent of being a lady of the night. And when you're doing it with multiple men at the same time, or you're doing it with one man at one time, and you're only staying with him as long as he provides cash and prizes until his money runs out, like the woman said, you're playing yourself. Unfortunately, too many women here in Western society don't conduct themselves like ladies. So as men are resorting to going to other countries where the women do conduct themselves like ladies. And as much as I hate to say it, I don't see it getting any better anytime soon in this country. So fellas, be very careful of the women that you spend your time with and lay down with. The way some of these modern women are passing themselves around, it'd be safer if you just buy yourself a toy, if you know what I mean. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video.
Men tried to tell you, hey, get back to being women, being feminine, and y'all refuse to do it. Men are collectively turned off. That's why you're on your own.
So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these 2 videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.